Hi everybody, I'm going to review with you today how we change improper fractions into mixed numbers and mixed numbers into improper fractions. Let's start off with the fraction of 1, that's 1 whole right there, and 2/5. So I'm going to write this, I'm going to write the mixed number 1 and 2/5. Now we can also look at this in another way. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's our numerator. That's how many parts we have. And then we look at how big are the pieces, or how many parts are there in one whole. Each rectangle is one whole. So I can see that I have 5/5 in one whole, and then I have 2 that are part of the other whole. So we have 7/5. Okay, so we know that we can see 1 and 2/5, and we can count those out and make it 7/5. So we know that those two are equal. Now, let's look at a way to do this without having to draw out all the pictures. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to think about is 1. 1 whole is equal to 5/5. 5/5 plus 2/5 is equal to 7/5. Remember, when we add fractions that have like denominators, the denominator doesn't change. We only add the numerators. I can save one step here by, instead of writing out 5/5, I can multiply 1 times 5, because that tells me how many 5/5 I have, and that equals 5. And then we do 5, because it was 5/5 in one whole, plus 2, because we have 2 extra parts, and that is 7. So that goes back to what we did before, 7/5. Turning improper fractions into mixed numbers works a similar way. Here we start off with 7/5 because we counted, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 pieces, and each piece is worth 1/5. So we have 7/5. Now we can look at this picture and say, look, I have 1 whole, and then we have 2/5 left over. So we know that that is then 1 and 2/5. Okay, now let's look at how we can do this without drawing out pictures. If we start off with 7/5, remember a couple of things. First of all, the fraction also means that we're dividing. So this really means 7 divided by 5. Okay, what we were really thinking about is here, how many 5/5 can I get out of here? I can get 1 5/5. That's 1 whole. And I have 2/5 that are left over. So that's 1 and 2/5. Okay, so thinking about this as 7 divided by 5, we get 1, and then there's a remainder of 2. So of course this 2 is 2/5. So it's 1 and 2/5. Now let me just show you mathematically, without drawing all the pictures, another couple of fractions. Let's start off with 10/4. 10/4 is the same thing as 10 divided by 4. 10 divided by 4, we can pull out 2 wholes, and then we have 2 that are left over. Okay, think about this. 10/4, we get 1 4/4. We're left with 6/4. We can pull out another 4/4, And now we have only 2/4 that are left. Four plus 4 plus 2 is 10. And then they're fourths. Now just a quick note. Because this is 2 and 2/4, we probably need to turn this into lowest terms. So this would be 2 and 1/2. Now let's try turning something from a mixed number into an improper fraction. Let's start off with 3 and 2/7. Okay, so the 3 is 3 wholes. So 7/7 plus 7/7 plus 7/7. So I have 3 there, and then 2/7. So I have 7, 14, 21, 23, and those are 7ths. Another way of thinking about this is multiplying 3 times 7, because I know that I have 7/7 is a whole, and I have 3 of them. 3 times 7 plus 2, and that equals 23. And then that, of course, we turn into 7ths. I hope that helped you with learning about improper fractions and mixed numbers.